KCBD with their big breaking news story over the weekend. Chickens have been making the news lately. Have you noticed that? What was it, a few weeks ago? It was a few weeks ago. You had the city of Lubbock. They got mad at a local family for having chickens. I don't know how that ever turned out. I have no clue what happened there. But a local family, they had chickens, and city got mad at them for having chickens inside the city. And then last week we had Buffalo Wild Wings, they upset a few people out there for having the Obamacare surcharge. I thought it was a genius idea, but corporate Buffalo Wild Wings did not think it was a genius idea. So they told the local franchise here to reverse their idea. And now Chicken Express in the news. A Lubbock woman and her son found a feather. Oh, my gosh. A feather on a chicken wing served to them at around 8 p.m. on Saturday. They even had the time it happened. KCBD goes into more detail about this chicken wing than they do some crimes and the description of the assailant. Around 8 p.m. Saturday by the Chicken Express on 82nd Street and Milwaukee Avenue, when 15-year-old Zane Salazar showed Ashley Honeycutt the wing as she thought it was cartilage at first, but then she was shocked to discover it was a feather. Well, we both just pushed our food away, Honeycutt said. We weren't hungry after that. A feather. Robert Coleman, owner of Chicken Express restaurants in Lubbock, said that the wings are frozen, a frozen product processed by Tyson, and they fry about 25 at a time. He said the feather was probably overlooked by employees before it was cooked. Well, we try to do the best we can. We want to make good on our mistakes. Richard Stewart, the owner of Chicken Express, said every once in a while, customers are likely to find a feather on their wings. Why? Because it comes from a chicken. I have a lot of respect for the owner of Chicken Express for not just laughing at KCBD and going, are you people freaking serious? You know, people are dying in this world. There's terrorism in this world. There's about to be a legislative session that's about to start. Obama's not going over to France because he's lazy and he doesn't want to participate in a unity march. And you guys are worried about a feather on a chicken? They said the feathers are not harmful, but if a customer finds a feather on their food, they ask him to report it to them. Honeycutt worked as a server at restaurants for about 5 years. She hopes that others in the food industry will be observant to the kitchen. Don't you think they just wanted to sue? There's something about this that just, it's like, who's really offended by a feather on a chicken? And who gets that upset that they actually call KCBD? Here, not only were they upset, they were so upset they called the local news station to do an investigation. These people are pathetic. Zane said he will now be much more observant before he touches his food. This 15-year-old here who worries about a feather on a chicken. This is why the future of our country is in peril. Because you have 15-year-olds who get so disgusted. 15-year-old guys who get so disgusted by a feather on a chicken that they push their food away. Most guys I know would have picked the feather off and gone, hey, whatever, I'm going to eat the chicken. I'm a little bit hungry. He added that they're not trying to bash Chicken Express, but they just want to bring an issue to light that they had at this particular location. Oh, my goodness. I think I would ban them from my restaurant. I think I would ban these people from my restaurant. If they went to the local news station to complain about a feather in a chicken, I probably would ban them from the restaurant and said, you're not allowed to eat here anymore. Go somewhere else. And the fact that KCBD even considers us news, this is where we are in America. And this is where you are in Lubbock, Texas, with local media, where they just have absolutely nothing to report. So they send a reporterette out to cover a feather on a chicken. They can't be bothered to do an interview about the upcoming legislative session. No, let's not do that. That would be informative. That would inform the public about what's going on. Instead, we've got to investigate. Did you people know, according to KCBD, that chickens have feathers? This is big breaking news out there. Tomorrow, KCBD, really, during sweeps, they should investigate bologna. Bologna and hot dogs. What all goes into your hot dog? Now, that probably would surprise some people. Bologna for sure. KCBD breaking news. There is no animal called bologna. Did you know that? KCBD just found that out. Breaking news. They're not actually buffalo wings. KCBD investigates. Buffaloes don't have wings. Have we been lied to? Next on KCBD. Consider this with Dan Jackson. Did you guys know that inside your wings are chicken bones? KCBD investigates. This is sad. This is just terrible. Let's go to the phones. Bobby, you're on KFYO.
Hey, what's news is just as important as is telling the news. In other words, the selective process. And I think if the news wanted to report, things that are interesting and topical, let's see, January 11th was the start of the siege of Baghdad in 1258. It was notable because the Mongols who besieged Baghdad had no problems with dealing with the Mohammedans properly, and more or less nobody that was inside Baghdad lived to tell about it. Population of probably about 1 million. So, we could have reported in detail on that story.
Yeah.
And that's topical. That, might actually relate to what's going on today.
Well, possibly. No, instead we got to worry about feathers on chickens.
Yeah, in other words, the Mongols were much better people than we are. I can assure you. Of the 1 million people that were beheaded in Baghdad, not a single one of them was waterboarded.
That's true. And thank God they didn't waterboard them.
That's right.
It's the worst thing we could ever do. Thanks,
That's
Bobby.
Right.
Have a good one out there.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I might have just, because I know some folks over at KCBD listen to the show, and I don't mean to rock their world. But tonight, a lot of people, they will be ordering buffalo wings. And over at KCBD, I'm sure there's some people who just found out, wait a minute, we got a story here. Buffalo wings don't come from buffalo. They don't actually come from the animal. We got to tell people. There's a big story out there. There's a family out there whose world has just been rocked by this news. 770-5790 toll free. 1-800-687-0790. We'll take the break. That caller says, hey, people, the diners should be happy. They're eating real chicken. You don't always get that at some fast food places. I'm not going to name names. I think what we should do throughout the year is just keep tabs on some of the dumb local news stories that are put out there. And at the end of the year, just go through them all. Just read the headlines. It might be entertaining going into 2016. Let's go to the phones. JC, you're on KFYO.
Hey, Chad.
Hey.
Hey, just wondering if you could do an investigative report. I just got some pizza last night from Pizza Hut, and I had fungus on it.
Really?
It was a supreme pizza, and I asked for everything, but I don't remember asking for fungus.
Oh, no. What kind of fungus?
So, I don't know, man. It was white. It looked like mushrooms.
What? Well, no, those are mushrooms. It's okay, though. That's fine. But
oh my God, really?
Don't tell. Don't. Breaking news: KCBD fungus on pizza.
Oh my God,
fungus on pizza.
I'm glad you told me. I'm glad you told me that because I got scared there for a minute. Fungus on my pizza, feathers on my chicken.
KCBD now reporting that Canadian bacon not actually from Canada.
Oh, whew.
Yeah. So this is, man, they are breaking some news over there.
Y'all are blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. I don't know what to do.
Have a good one out there. Enjoy the pizza. Enjoy the pizza. Get some wings too. KCBD investigates what really is pepperoni. They're going to be looking into that one right there. What really is pepperoni? And is Canadian bacon, does it have anything to do with Canada? Maybe, maybe not. That's going to be for Sweeps Weeks. Yeah, Canadian bacon, bologna, and hot dogs. That's Sweeps Week over there for KCBD. Consider this. 770-5790, toll free, 1-800-687-0790. I don't know who assigns the news stories out there, but I wonder if they got that one and went, hell, it's Sunday. Why not? There's nothing else going on. Let's just send the reporter out to interview the child who thinks that feathers are scary. What this family really should do is say that now they're afraid of feathers. If they can't sleep at night because they're pillows, breaking news, they may have some feathers in them. And so this could be, the family could have made much bigger deal out of this one. My son can't sleep at night because of the feathers. He's just afraid. So many feathers out there.